Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna share you my thought on this blender. So without further ado, let's get started. This blender is from Hamilton Beach and I got it from Walmart. I bought this blender around September 2024, so it's last year. It's been few months with me. I use this almost every day, from making dosa batter, idli batter, chutney, smoothie, and chopping everything using this. This has been used quite a lot. So the reason I bought this blender is because the price was cheap. This is the cheapest and the most complete blender I found on Walmart, because that time I just came here and we need a blender, but we just wanted to be fast, so we went to Walmart and we got this for only $55 that time. And for $55 you got all these 3 jars, the small one and the big one and the chopper. It is quite useful for me around my kitchen. So this chopper comes with the grater, only one grater, and it has a little thing like this to put on the grater blade inside. So if you lose this one, then you can't grate. Another plus thing from this blender is it has low noise. So I've used Ninja blender. It was so noisy that I have to come to the bedroom when the blender is running. So Ninja was, automatically stop and start by itself. So that's why I just leave it in the kitchen and I went to the bedroom because of the noise. So this blender, you can detach between the blade and the jar, so you can clean it easily. It can be disassembled when you wash it, so you really go through it and there is no mold growing, right? Just sometimes food gets stuck around here, so we have to get it out either using fork or knife or whatever it is that can get the gunk out of it. This big jar here, it has the cap. This cap has no gasket, but surprisingly it is so tight to the jar that it won't come off from the jar when you blend, and sometimes the food just jump out of the blender right when the first time we on it, but it doesn't come off. Even there is no gasket, rubber gasket, but this is tight enough to the jar. Also, this blender has different function, from the milkshake, smoothie, and you can also do the pulse here. So because this is cheap, it is not a high performance blender. It has only 800 watts. When you grind rice for the dosa batter, the rice still grainy, it's not that smooth like a paste. For my experience, when I use 1000 watt and up blender, it will grind the rice like a paste. You won't feel it like a sandy texture after you grind it for so long. So because of that, I have to grind my dosa batter, for example, for a long period of time. I usually make dosa batter with 3 cups of rice. So for that 3 cups of rice, I could spend my time around 10 minutes just to grind it. Stop and grind in between until it becomes still grainy but not paste. You know what I mean? As I said before, this cap is good, but the problem is on the bottom. So this has no gasket too at the bottom, and sometimes it will leak. If we put like more than half of it, then the leak will come out. It's not massive like it has something broken down there. No, it's just it has there like drip or something from the bottom. The chopper, this is the chopper blade. The chopper blade is short. It is not covering all the surface of the chopper, so sometimes food gets stuck and it won't get chopped. So if you want to chop really nicely, you have to make this full fill, so then it can grab everything there and chop it up. The very first time I used this blender, the motor has smoke came out of it, so it was very life-threatening for me. My Ninja blender, as my experience, it was smoking a lot until you can smell it the entire house. Thank God there was nothing happening, so we just throw it out. The first time I used this, I think because maybe it was the first time, or I put too much ingredients inside the blender and it worked too hard, so it was smoking. It just happened at the first time only. After that, it never happened anymore. I left it alone. I didn't use it for around 2-3 days, and after that I used again and the smoke was not there anymore. What you need to remember is, if you are going to buy this blender, just remember this blender is not that powerful, but it helps. You know, when you don't have anything else, then it helps. That's all my thought about this blender. This is good blender. I didn't say it's bad. It has the pros and the cons, as the price is only $50. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.